Hello. So today I want to tell you about the game Pondscape from Capstone Games. It is one of their card games. I bought Up or Down at Gen Con and it's one of their card games and I loved it. So I was so excited when they sent me this copy of Pondscape to try because you are going to be building out a 3x5 tableau in front of you and you are going to be trying to make the best combos to get the most points at the end of the game. There are landscape cards, there are food cards, and there are, of course, these adorable frog cards that come in 8 different types. And you need to make decisions because you can't score everything. You can't take everything. You have 15 spots and things need to work together just right to make it happen. It plays 1 to 4 players. You know I love a solo mode, so let me show you how it works. Every player is going to get 5 of these food cards that form their base, and it shows you along the bottom the order that they go in. So basically at the end of the game, as you have collected food in your pond, you're going to get points for that. But you're going to have the opportunity to tuck cards under these so that you could get multipliers. So potentially my dragonflies, if I tuck 2 cards under there, I'm now scoring it times the number of cards I have, not just times the regular one. So that's awesome. There will always be 3 cards on offer, and they have a 0, a 1, and a 2 under them. And that matters because we have this cute little jumping area. Let me get it out there for you. So this is the cards that are going to be on offer to build your tableau, and it will always change. And the cards have different information on them. It tells you, you know, the species. This one you can see is just landscape because it has the leaf. Some of them will have an instant event, like this will get me the card in the number 1 space. Other things, it just tells me like this doesn't want to be next to other landscape cards in order to score points. So there's instant abilities and then there's end game abilities. So I'm going to pick the card that I want. And then what's going to happen is we also have these food cards in the center of the table, and you can tell the difference because the personal ones are brown and the community ones are blue. And we have this cute little jumping frog. So let's say I chose the card in spot number 2. That means I'm going to move this jumping frog 2 spaces. So 1, 2, and it always covers 2 lines. So I added this to my hand, and I already had a hand of 5 cards when I took the card that I wanted. And so on the back, they have, you know, just some plain pond stuff with some food on them, and sometimes an ability like this one has 5 points. Or on the front, they have those frogs and those landscapes that we talked about. So I moved my frog. If you get to the end, you don't count that. He'll just circle around. So let's say he was here and I took the number 2 card. I would simply go around and go 1, 2. And that is showing where I could place a card underneath one of my food items, but it has to be those food items if I'm going to do that. So that's why this is important, because the way you can tuck cards under food items for those multipliers is only where the cute jumping frog is. So there's that. So I have my habitat. I drew my card, and now I get to play a card out. And like I said, we are building a 3x5 grid. But the thing that I really love about this game is in a lot of games, you have to put a card next to something else. Meaning like I would have to start in this row and then I would have to go adjacent. No, I can go anywhere in my 3x5 grid. These are just my base cards. I'm building 3 up and 5 across in addition to these. So I could put my first card right here in my second row of that. So I love that you have that freedom and flexibility so you can really maximize points. The only thing is you can never move a card. Once it is there, it is there. So if I played it out, it's telling me what it wants to be surrounded by and how I'm going to get extra points. And there's also a food type on it. So there's a lot going on in the cards so that you can get a lot of combos. And then there are things, like I said, that will let you draw more cards, let you tuck more cards, do that. But you are just building out that 3x5 grid. So you have 15 turns and that is it. So once everything is out there at the end of the game, you know, and your tableau's full and it looks like that, we'll just make myself one. Obviously, this is not going to be ideal, but we would put everything out there. We have our tableau, then we go to our score sheet, which of course mine is laminated, and you're going to score each of your frog types. You are going to score your landscape types. You are going to score you can also just put these out as a pond card, because you're like, maybe I just want some food because I'm getting some good multipliers. So you're going to score those, and then you will score anything left that has like a mystery symbol or a question mark or just anything else. So everything will be scored on here, and whoever has the most points wins. I really enjoy this game because I like the tableau building, but I like the freedom to place however I want. And I like that there's so many different options and ways that things are going to score. So like a lot of games, I could choose to potentially specialize, but I also could diversify. There's 3 cards on offer, but you also have a hand of cards. So you're going to take one of the cards on offer, but you get to play any card from your hand. So that's super helpful that you're not limited to just what's on offer and having to play that turn. So you can get some really great stuff going. So I think Pondscape is fantastic. It is one of those games that, again, is straightforward in concept, but really puzzly in trying to maximize what you're doing. And that is what I love. So if you love making combos and great artwork, check out Pondscape from Capstone Games. Let me know what you think of it. Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.